999 Portal. We got coming through September 9, 2025. And hope all is well. Let's see. We have here lay a solid foundation that came through first in the Spirit Animal Oracle. 6, it's talking about Gemini energy, sight, okay, knowledge, education, perception, right? Which is also sight. We have here Grasshopper Spirit, 30, take a leap of faith. So lay a solid foundation and take a leap of faith. So this is a calculated leap of faith, right? Not just leaping for nothing, okay? It's like, have your, what are those, like vision boards, and then take the action. You know what I'm saying? Like, already know what you got to do, need to do, what you need, who you want involved, so on and so forth, right? But then heading off. We have here growth because there's going to be fast growth movement here forward. You are in a phase of personal growth. Challenges and hardships are helping you become stronger and wiser. Okay? Remind you, when someone seems difficult, there's something of that individual that teaches us, right? So it builds us up. It could be a reminder of how we are, who we are, or a reminder of the direction that we're going in that's not of a direction, or of a mannerism, So it also reminds us, like, that who we are, okay? And we could appreciate ourselves more. Open and honest communication builds deep trust in your relationships. Transparency strengthens your connection and prevents misunderstandings. Transparency. Loyalty here. Loyalty is a cornerstone of your relationship, collective. You and your partner are committed to one another and or to a direction which supports y'all in your collaboration, creating a stable foundation. And then belief. Okay, strong beliefs are guiding you, collective, helping you to overcome challenges and stay true to your path. Your inner faith is your strength, okay, and creativity. Your creativity is waking up, will be, and always is complemented by individuals that support you, just as a person. Doesn't have to, be someone that sees your vision, but they can support your vision. That's a plus, right? Because they could have their own vision, but they don't discredit your vision, right? So that's a plus there. Okay, we have your creativity. Your creativity is flourishing, allowing you to bring new ideas and perspectives to all areas of your life. And you'll notice that when you're in sync with, we're going to notice that whoever we're in sync with, we're going to notice, the flow, how it be. We're going to notice that. So take recognition. Okay, collective. Angel Ancestor Oracle. But the individuals will complement that creative side of you. Be graceful in movement and action. So you could be doing some workouts. Physical strength and restraint is coming through, so that's training, right? So take it easy. Be calm, focus. Young grasshopper, be calm and focus. Wait for important information. Like, so there's like key information or like some key wording that would be like that validation for you. Okay. Yeah. So you'll be linking in. You will be, if not already, with the individuals that's really going to support you in unlocking, as you are to them, going to be of support in unlocking certain aspects of self, which support y'all on like your journeys. You're going to be journeying on new avenues. Okay, we have here stillness, but being really in tune, coming really in tune with self and really taking note of who you are as a person, individual, and what you appreciate, admire, right? Because then that's, where you will see your comfort, right? You would be comforted in. And also, it's also like the attraction, law of attraction, like you allow that to come to you. So, male or female, that's Empress, Emperor vibe, right? Stillness of the focus, right? Mm-hmm. I'm not saying just like don't say nothing, don't do nothing, like don't go on like mute, but be really in touch. That way you could recognize what's for you, who's for you. We have here beauty showing through, 6, Gemini energy, love, beautiful. Like you're gonna recognize all that's beautiful. My nose is like itching so much in this reading, I swear. I just haven't been itching it. Okay, Kirby. Okay, that's 7 and 6, which pertain to family, functions, love, education, knowledge, growth, passion, compassion, intuition, acceptance, appreciation, acceleration. Okay. And acceleration is not always like in the physical form, it's mental, even. It's the internal development. We have here abundance planning, okay? Is key in supporting you in your direction or your adventures. But we have that vision board coming through. I was speaking on make a vision board. Okay, and journaling. I was speaking on taking notes. There you go, spirit, just confirmation, validation. No, yeah, but for real, on the cool though. The reminder, journal, daily journal is key too. Of self. This is what I'm thinking, feeling. This is my intent, and always write within your comprehension, like. Even if it has to be a little sloppy or in like cursive, like no one else could read it, right? It's only for you to be able to read. That's my saying. Or shorthand writing. Okay. Pig Latin. Okay, even. We have here be still. So there's like emphasis on stillness. That way you could, it's like catch up with yourself and bring yourself even too, because I feel like for some individuals you're like trying to be ahead of self or ahead of the games coming through even. Yeah, so it's like that. Allow yourself to come back to self, come back to self. Okay, collective 999 divine, right? 999 becoming in tune and alignment with your divine self. Come back to yourself, your knowledge, your comprehension. Just because the school teaches a curriculum doesn't mean it's factual or we support it. No, that's like tends to be the basic requirements, for many that are trying to project that ideology and those claims, so that's that. But it's like scratch that, come back to self. Who are you? What do you know to be true? And what do you support? And who do you support? Okay, activate that and be present in that. Okay, be present in that space, in your space, respecting your space and that of others. Okay, it's going to change the narrative, the false narrative is what's coming through, because it's time to heal. Okay, tend to the small things also showing through. Anything other? I was gonna come here, but I was gonna come here. If anything other for collective, make a vision board. 33, which is 6, 29, journal, 11, Libra energy, Pisces energy, having a balance, going with the flow. 1, Aries energy, abundance planning, speaking on management, being responsible, logical, Someone who preserves, and reserves. Okay. Stretching, someone who's capable to stretch that dollar, get its dollar's worth. Okay. Mother of Cups is coming through. Nurturing your cup, your emotions, protecting your vision. We have the Nine of Swords also coming through, reclaiming you. To the Ten of Swords, there's an ending of this vision that individuals wanted to others in. Yeah, because you're taking action. Nine of Swords, Ten of Swords, Emperor. Because you're taking necessary actions in your life collective, there's the end of that. Also journaling. You could even benefit off of the experience. We have here the Mother of Cups. The Six of Wands on the Mother of Cups. Securing your emotional state, your investment, where you invest, you're applying your energy, and we have energy exchange, whether we realize it or not, or want to accept it or not. It's all about energy exchange. Okay, so be open to change, newness, new faces. Be open to it. You don't have to be so trusting to it though, but you know what I'm saying, to them. Yeah, trust has to be built gradually, but respect is always given right away until it's having to be removed. That's how I operate though. We have here the Four of Pentacles. What more? What more? For collective, just the Lovers. So many came through. The Wheel of Fortune on the Four of Pentacles. So the Four of Pentacles in this deck talks about tied into a contract, in a phase, or it could even also be deemed as a Two of Pentacles energy. However, with the Wheel of Fortune, it's like these tied ends, these contracts are of benefit, and these contracts to be will be of benefit. Like, obviously it was a wise decision to go into this contract, to collaborate with this person, this family member, take on this job, take on this employee, right? Take on this project in mind, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's within alignment to purpose, okay? Three of Wands, and then we have here the Son of Pentacles. So it says to pick your head up. You could have felt like down about a direction, or not being able to be as far in a direction expected, but it's like focus in, because like you're still in motion, you're still on that direction, like you're still within contract. That contract is supporting you there. It's not always the next day, there's going to be some turnover, some lucky breaks, so we're to cherish that and appreciate that, but it's not every day that's going to be experienced that, And then we have here the other six, because there's two Six of Wands in this deck. So the other Six of Wands in this deck is on the Strength, which is on the Be Still. There is a rainbow, at the end of that tunnel, there's light. There's a rainbow out of a situation. After that storm comes a rainbow. But even in that storm, there's benefit. So recognize that. Okay, we have here the Ace of Wands. Then we have here the Chariot, movement. In my Chinese zodiac, I'm a horse. There's movement, growth, strength, great passion. There's that Ace of Wands. The Chariot with the Ace of Wands. The Chariot with the Ace of Wands. That's good energy. That's a path, a direction being of support. Is being fueled. Okay. And there's growth of it. Okay. We have here coming through the Father of Swords on transparency. It's like coming through on transparency. Transparency is key. Okay, communication supports, and the source speaks on communication. Building trust. Relationships, being transparent, strengthens your connections, prevents misunderstandings. Okay? if ever misunderstandings occurred. All right. So we always are going through our emotions, right? Our thoughts react off our emotions. Our emotions direct our thoughts. Okay, and sometimes thoughts and emotions are going at it while we're on a project. That's understandable. Okay, that's to be human, you know? We're not a bot. But at the same time, we aren't to be avoidant of our thoughts, our emotions, our desires, you know, our attractions. Okay, we are to go forward. We have here the Nine of Wands wanting to come through, the Father of Swords again, the Ace of Wands, the Chariot, the Strength, and the Six of Wands. So it's time to come up out of a phase, take those necessary steps, collective, because you're making the motion. Okay, you're making the motions, and who you choose to collaborate with, link in with, is going to be part of your experience, Tower. Okay, and then we have here the Moon. I thought I seen the Lovers. Yeah, Queen of Wands and the Lovers. So the Moon speaks on our emotional state, right? So we are to even follow our heart, even if it doesn't seem like to make sense. It'll make sense spiritually. You know what's up. We have here the Mother of Pentacles, Six of Cups, the Tower, be Queen of Wands, or excuse me, Mother of Wands, and the Lover. Definitely rooted. You're definitely finding comfort in a person, in an area, and I feel like secure that. It's definitely secure that. If I find comfort in someone or somewhere, I'm definitely gonna get comfortable. You know, yeah. All right, that's what I have. You take care. Peace, be, ciao.